Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Lynn and I had a very pleasant walk. It's unusually cold. It's 58 degrees out here. It's unusually cold for this time of year in Texas. So I'm dressed. I'll probably keep my hands in my pocket quite a bit, but let me get a little coffee in me just to have some warmth going here. Oh, it's funny. It's dripping a little bit. Mm, mm. Oh, that's good. I hope you have something to get your day started too. So, I'm enjoying talking about AI, so I'm gonna just talk about some more about AI. I think I need to either start another channel or move this stuff over. So, AI today, we're going to talk about jobs. Um, we're at yes, Luna. Okay, so there you go. Let me do some boring stuff first. You guys probably remember all the different times in life when uh, we found efficient ways of reducing the amount of labor in order to do something. Uh, Now, one of the first things that we had was the wheel. Not a bunch of records on exactly how many jobs were lost due to the wheel, but I'm sure there was some. Then the next thing was sailing, sales. How many uh, how many people lost their job because what used to take a wagon and a mule, you were able to pop onto a little wooden boat with a sail and take it a few hundred miles. No grain to feed the mule, no men to manage it, fix the wagons. Yeah, there was a lot of people lost their job. Now, back then, again, there wasn't great records when sailing ships started going out. It really expanded trade. So it created uh, it was less about getting rid of jobs as it was, hey, now that we don't have to cart this stuff, we can actually put it on the ship and sail it over. Since we're doing that and it's cheaper, why don't we cart more? So it actually created went from like subsistence to more of a people with affluence saying, hey, since you're down there getting us some uh, uh, salt for our meat products, why don't you also grab some of that really nice uh, incense that they make down there and bring it up? And I just love to have that burning in my house. It just makes my house so much nicer smelling than it does when the cow pens or odors are coming across the way. So, anyway, so it expanded business and things expanded more. So consumption expanded. Then we had lots of other things that have happened. The plow. The plow was huge because it, uh, for especially Europe, which was a crappy place to live because they didn't have enough food. They would often barely subsist for long periods of time, and they were very uh, had problems with a lot of their uh, agriculture. Once they were able to plow and get that rocky area to be a little bit better, they were able to produce some more, and boom, they were able to um, be applied upon the whole planet. That's what a lot of people say nowadays about Europe. Anyway, so but the plow, again, the plow didn't lose jobs. The plow created leisure time, and a little bit of that leisure time was spent in um, writing, theater, scientific endeavors, and other things of technical interest, which improved things all around. So that didn't seem to have an impact on jobs. So if we fast forward, when was the first time we started seeing some real labor impacts? I think the biggest one we first saw was the when we were able to actually harness some of the energy that the uh, steam engines were creating out there. So we were able to get a little more productive factories running, and people were able to attach mechanized uh, chains that could pull car parts down as people worked on them more efficiently, and we were able to get things going a little bit. So I'm jumping past things like the windmill, which and the water that crushed the grain, allowed us to eat more. There was a lot of things that have happened over history to improve things. And I'm sorry I'm not doing this really much justice, but I I want to color the fact that there's a lot of progress that has happened throughout the out centuries, and mostly this progress has not really created devastation, but it's created uh, more improvements in lives, more improvements in how we live things, more advantages to our lives. But sometimes it does not. Now, we recently got the internet. Recently means, doesn't even mean recently. The internet was, decades ago. Yeah, but in the span of human history. And it was funny, the efficiency created by that internet really expanded our abilities. And there have been some uh, employment and uh, changes in how we do things and how we make stuff. And the how can I put this? So it was relatively painless, not compared to the horrors of industrialization in Europe, where there were huge numbers of people in camps trying to subsist, and a lot of other issues that went on, and the impacts it caused all over the globe as lots of things were made more cheaply, and factories weren't able to respond in other countries. Lots of countries became subservient or vassal states to people like Britain and Spain. Um, the big thing, though, is so I went back a little bit, but let me go forward back again. So now, present time, I'm finally getting to AI. So we have AI. And let me tell you, I'm seeing, it's not there yet. Don't let them kid you. It's not there yet. I can't do my job much more effectively with AI. But boy, I see it. I can feel it. It won't be long. I mean, when I say won't be long, I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 months or 2 years, but it's not, I mean, not past that. I would be surprised if 2 years from now, my job isn't, I'm not way more efficient in 2 years with the AI product that they have right now. There's two things that have to happen. One is I need to learn a little bit more about how to use it effectively. And the other thing is it's getting better. So you add those two things together, I, I, me, I will be more effective. I will be able to produce more. My company, who has, let's see, 4, 8, 16, 24, 30, 36, let's say about 40 developers. My company that has 40 developers, I wouldn't doubt I'll be doubly productive in 2 years. Let's say 2 years. So I'm doubly productive. So out of 40 developers, if they want to maintain the same productivity level at the company, they would need half half the developers. But Glenn, that means half of people will lose their job. Does it? Or does that mean that they can be doubly more productive? I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't know if businesses can change fast enough to allow AI to make them doubly more productive. But they also have AI. This isn't like Steam. This isn't like sailboats where the production, the raw power, and I'm talking about the raw power of intellect and development, cannot also be aided higher up. It used to be you got the uh, change like in the Steam didn't help with management, didn't help with some other stuff. But when the internet came out, it actually helped a little bit more with management. There was some of the things like productivity of car parts and getting stuff done. But AI might be as productive for somebody like me as it is for somebody higher ups. So they could take advantage of that more more power in a way that makes everything better. So see, that's why it's kind of interesting. AI is a tool that will make people productive. And you could be a nurse at the hospital, you could be a doctor, you could be a patient. All three people could have their lives or their health, in this case, improved by AI. So, what does that all mean? The problem is, and Peter Zion, who I listened to all his videos and stuff, he pointed this out, so I'm going to give him credit. Um, he said the problem is, even though the productivity doubles, what is the consumption? And in the past, remember, I started with the wheel versus the sail. I did that intentionally because it was easy to consume more. We wanted to consume more. And can we consume more? I mean, yeah, I guess I could consume more, but can we? Uh, how much metal do we have on the planet? Uh, is my consumption going to starve the planet for more consumption? We're also our birth rates are going down a little bit, so I'm. Uh, so see, that's the thing that worries me the most. AI will make me more productive. It will make managers more productive. It will make companies more productive. Everybody can be more productive. But I don't know if I can consume twice as much. I mean, I love Luna and we enjoy throwing a ball, but I don't, she doesn't want me to throw two balls at her. There's not much more I want from her. How can I be twice as productive? Then it's like you could throw the ball twice as much. You could be out here twice as often. So there is that. You could be produce less and have more free time. I kind of wonder if that's going to happen because they said that was going to happen with computers and didn't happen. They said it was going to happen with the internet and it really didn't happen. If you give people the ability to work, they seem to not. I don't know. Maybe that's why the French are over there fighting for their want to. They get their retirement is 62 and they trying to push it up to 64 and they are fussing about it. So 2 more years of retirement. Yay. I'm like, I don't want to retire. I, don't, I, I, I'm 61. I'll be 62 next year. I don't want to stop working next year. I don't want it. If somebody told me, Glenn, you could retire next year at your the full retirement amount, I would go, okay, but I'm productive. Yeah, but you could stop working and just enjoy life. I'd rather produce things. I like being productive. I guess I'm lucky in that respect. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. Point is, AI, double the production, double the management, double productivity of the companies, the ability to produce twice as much, but do we have the ability to consume twice as much? I'm not sure. That's going to be interesting. AI, productivity, oh, consumption.